What's up, you guys? It's Isaac with a chance here, back for my next Transformers toy video review. And today, we're going to be looking at the Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Autobot Powerglide from Transformers G1. So for the package, you got this very cool open window that showcases Powerglide right inside. You get an artwork image of Powerglide in his robot mode, in his plane mode or jet mode. And you get his 20 steps right about here. And you get his name Powerglide or Autobot Powerglide next to the Autobot logo. There's the Transformers Age of the Primes text logo there. He is from Transformers G1 and he was made by Hasbro. On this side, you get another image of Powerglide and you get an artwork image of Transformers Age of the Primes. For the back of the box, you get Powerglide in his robot mode, his plane mode, and he transforms in 20 steps. So for the package of Powerglide, that's about it. So let me get him out here and see how awesome and G1 animated accurate he actually is. So here's Powerglide open up and out of his package and also in his plane mode. And I gotta say, I think the plane mode looks absolutely fantastic, and this looks like this really captures the likeness of his plane mode from the G1 cartoon. So as we take a look at the color scheme for his plane mode, he does have red and silver, or just a burgundy red, and that's it. So with the color scheme on each single angle of the plane mode, the color scheme on here looks absolutely wonderful. I think the color scheme on here looks absolutely amazing. And the color scheme, it feels more solid, it feels more sturdy, and everything stays on perfectly well. And also the color scheme on each single angle is well sculpted as well. And he does have some amazing details on each single angle of the plane mode as well. And what I really like about the details on here, the details do line up perfectly well, and also the details on here are well sculpted as well. And he does have excuse me. And he does have two Autobot symbols slapping and centered on each side of his wings. And one of the coolest things I really like about the plane mode is this. Now, in case you don't know about this Autobot symbol here, this is based off of the original G1 toy of Powerglide from the 1980s. And I think whoever's idea was to put this on here was a genius. And also it was a smart move as well. So with this here, I think this is well sculpted in the details and the color scheme on this Autobot symbol, as well as this this square piece here looks absolutely amazing, and also it's well accurate, from the original G1 toy. And so my only issue with the plane mode is this. Yeah, this is my only issues with the plane mode, and that is the arms underneath the wings on each side for the plane mode. I really wish they found a way to actually hide these, but instead they decided to do something like this. And I'm like, I mean, honestly, it just doesn't make any sense, if I'm being honest. But I mean, honestly, it's not that bad. It's just that I really wish they found a way to hide the arms to make the wings cleaned up perfectly well. But instead, they decided to go with this direction instead. But like I said, this is not bad. But I really wish they found a way to hide the arms. But for the rest of the plane mode, I think it is well sculpted, and I think they've done an amazing job of capturing the likeness of his plane mode from the G1 cartoon. And this looks absolutely amazing. And that is pretty much it. So he does come with 2 accessories. He does come with an ion blaster, and he comes with this mask. He does come with this alien or Martian mask. Now, this is what the mask looks like from the G1 cartoon, and this was actually in one of the episodes of Transformers G1. I think the title was called Hoist Goes Hollywood, and Powerglide actually worn this mask in the episode, but adding this as an accessory, I think this is actually a smart move for them to add this as an accessory. And I think the mask here looks absolutely well sculpted and well accurate to what the mask looks like in the G1 animated series. And I think the mask here looks fantastic. And also, the ion blaster, it is painted in this metallic gunmetal silver with some amazing sculpted details that lines up perfectly well for the ion blaster. And I think the ion blaster here looks fantastic. And he comes with his menu. And he comes with his instructions. So it's up to you if you want to put him in his robot mode or his plane mode, however you want it. So I guess that pretty much wraps it up for the plane mode and the accessories. So let's get into transformation for Powerglide. So the transformation is very simple. So first, what you want to do is you want to take this wing section here and just rotate it. Do the same thing on the opposite side. You want to take this wing section here and you want to just rotate it upwards until it clicks in. Do the same thing on the opposite side, just like that. And now with the face, what you want to do is you want to just rotate the face around, just like that. And with this antenna piece, what you want to do is you want to just push it down just like that. And you want to come around here and you want to get these 2 pieces out of the way. And you want to take this section here and just separate. You want to just separate them just like that. And you want to take this section here. You want to take this section here. You want to just rotate it. You want to just rotate it upwards, just like that. You want to rotate it all the way up, just like that. And you want to just click that into place, just like so. And you want to separate the legs, just like that. You want to take this section here and rotate it down. Do the same thing on the opposite side. You want to take the foot section and you want to just rotate it around and rotate this piece up just like so. Do the same thing on the opposite side and rotate this piece up just like that. You want to take this section, you want to take this piece here and you want to just rotate it down just like that. Do the same thing on the opposite side. And you want to take the arms off the wings just like that. And you want to just straighten them out just like so. Rotate this arm and this arm 180. And last, but definitely not least, is you want to take the fist. You want to take this fist section here and you want to just rotate it out until it clicks into place. Do the same thing on the opposite side. You want to take this fist section here and you want to just rotate it out until it clicks into place, just like that. And you want to double check everything. Oh, and one more thing is you want to just remove this back section here and you want to just separate it just like that. So now you want to double check everything and it looks like we are done. So when you're done, there you have Powerglide in his robot mode. So here's Powerglide in his robot mode, and I think he looks pretty damn amazing, and I think they really captured the likeness of his robot mode from the cartoon. But there are some things I like and some things I might not like, but overall, I think the robot mode really knocks it out of the park. So as we take a look at the color scheme for the robot mode, it's the same color scheme from the plain mode, the silver and the red. I like the way the color scheme for the robot mode looks well sculpted. It feels more solid, it feels more sturdy, and everything stays on perfectly well. And I also do like the amount of details on each single angle of the robot mode as well. I do like the way the details look well sculpted, and also the details line up perfectly well on the robot mode on each single angle. And one of the coolest things that they gave Powerglide here, one of the coolest things that they gave Powerglide here is this if you open up the chest unit here, hold on a second, there we go. So if you open up the chest unit here, it reveals the heart. So this is from the episode, this is from one of the episodes. So with this thing here, it's from one of the episodes. It's titled, the episode was titled, The Girl Who Loved Powerglide, and this was from that episode of Transformers G1. And I really like the fact that they actually, really put the heart inside the chest unit, and this was actually in that episode, of the Girl Who Loved Powerglide. So with this heart here, it is well sculpted, and also the color scheme also really looks absolutely amazing as well. And also you can actually close up the chest unit as well. And one of the other things that they done a really good job with is giving him the mask. So what you want to do, if you want to put the mask on, what you want to do is you want to take this antenna piece and you want to just rotate it upwards, and you want to just rotate the face around just like that. And you want to take the mask here. These two pegs will come into these slots here, so you want to just peg that into place just like that. And there you have it. This is way more accurate to the G1 cartoon. And this is from the episode, Hoist Goes Hollywood, and he actually wore the mask in that episode. And I really like the fact that they still gave him the mask here to put on. And I think this looks really cool, and it looks like he's just goofing around with this mask on. And now you can rotate the face. You want to rotate the face. The face back around, and now you want to rotate this piece down just like that. So there you have it. So one of the most annoying things I find extremely annoying is this. So if you do rotate the arm, like rotate it, like if you rotate it just like this, the problem is this actually comes off, including this side. I really wish they found a way to actually have something to keep the wings extremely still, so that way it's not moving that much. But instead, I really wish they, um, but instead, they decided to just have them just sit there, just like that. And I was like, you know what? I really wish they found a way to, I really wish they found a way to actually, click the wings. And they do click into place. It's just that they just sit there, and that's it. I really wish they found a way to actually, found a way to actually keep these clicked in and also keep the wings into place, and that way they're not moving too much during with while the arm is articulated. You know what I mean? And also, I'm not a fan of these two red pieces on these two sides of his lower arm now, or his wrist sections, I shall say. But with these two red pieces, I really wish they found a way to actually hide these inside, but instead they decided to just go with this direction instead. And I'm like, I really wish they found a way to actually hide these inside, but instead they decided to go with this direction instead. So those are the only complaints that I have with the robot mode. Yeah, those are the only complaints I have with the robot mode. But for the rest of the robot mode, I think but for the rest of the robot mode, I think it looks really cool though. I'm not gonna lie. But now as we take a look at this badass G1 accurate head sculpt, the head sculpt really screams of what Powerglide looks like from the G1 cartoon. I like the blue for the eyes, the silver for the face, the gray for the mask, as well as the burgundy red for the helmet piece. And he does have the Autobot symbol slapping and centered on the chest unit, which is a really nice touch. But overall, but for the rest of the robot mode, like I said, it looks pretty amazing, and I think this has got to be like one of the coolest robot modes I ever seen. So for articulation, he can't look up and he can't look down, but he can look this way, he can look that way, he can move this arm, elbow joint, wrist joint, he can move this arm, elbow joint, wrist joint, he can move his body, he can move his legs, knee joints, and ankle joints. There we go. So if you want to get him into action, you want to take the ion blaster, and it doesn't really matter which fist it goes on. It's the same exact. So because this peg does slot into these two slots right about here, so it doesn't really matter where you put the ion blaster for whatever hand you for whatever hand. But for me, I'll just put it on the right hand. So with this peg, it will slot in here, and you want to just peg that into place. So now he's ready for action. So I guess that pretty much wraps it up. So I guess that pretty much wraps it up for this review for Powerglide. So if you have this figure, what are your initial thoughts? Do you like it or you don't like it? Let me know. What are some things you like and what are some things they should vastly improve? But for me, I really like this figure, but I really wish there were some things about this figure that could have used some improvements. But overall, I think the robot mode really captures the likeness of what Powerglide looks like. And I think this Powerglide figure is one hell of a figure. So I think that's pretty much all I can say for this tour review for the Transformers Age of the Primes Autobot, Powerglide, and there's nothing much else to say, so be sure to like, subscribe, press the notification button, follow me on Instagram, and comment down below, and I'll see y'all on my next video, and thank you for watching.